You're listening to the Clean Comedy Podcast with James Creviston and LukeLacoy.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Clean Comedy Podcast. It's James and Luke. Yeah.
Wow. Hi. Back again.
Back again. And I love your background. I love that you have a cool Monsters, Inc. background for everybody who's listening, who's not watching this. Why are you not watching this? I don't know, but you should be watching this because this is the best show ever. Okay. It's not the best show ever because I think I hate to say, I want to be like, this is the best show ever, but it feels pompous to say that, so I can't really say that. But
we're the best clean comedy podcast there is.
Yeah, and you heard Izzy say that. So Izzy said it. It's real. We're number one when you type in Clean Comedy Podcast. Although I haven't checked that. I wonder if that's actually real or not.
So that must mean that we're the best.
or we're the only one. I think there was another Clean Comedy Podcast, like the Clean Ramen Podcast or whatever, but they stopped making stuff 10 years ago or something like that. So they still beat us sometimes. I'm like, how are you still beating us?
Yeah, they have a lot of reviews, a lot of apparently it was a really good podcast. So yeah. Kudos, you guys.
Yeah, we should find those guys. Now, you know what? I don't want to find them because if we find them and we're like, hey, you guys should come on our podcast, they'll just start their podcast again, and then they'll start taking all of our traffic. So then it's not going to work. But I feel like we should. I don't know. You guys leave comments on YouTube and let us know if we should look for the Clean Comedy Ramen guys and try to get them on this podcast and see what happens. And then maybe we'll do a crossover thing. And then but I don't want to rebirth their podcast and So what are we going to talk about today, Luke? Because you're the one that said we should do another episode, and I couldn't come up with an idea, and then you said you had an idea for an episode. So what is your idea?
Yes. So James, David, myself, and a couple people that we met on TikTok have all started a new podcast.
Well, let's say their names though. That seems mean to not say their names, but say our names.
Okay. Hello there, Mando.
Hello there, Mando. Okay.
And Jake Taylor
of Temecula.
I don't know his TikTok name. So it'll be in the show notes.
Okay.
But we've all joined forces to bring a new podcast show. So it's currently, we have a Meet the Team. Well, actually, by the time this goes up, the first episode of the show, the real show, will be up with a special Disney guest, Justin Washington.
He was awesome.
He was great. And especially if anyone's interested in a career in film or production or casting, you want to listen to this one. This one has a lot of good information and life advice and career advice in it from Justin. And so the show is basically, it's a Disney inspired late night talk show. And what's fun about it is that we're doing everything that a late night show would have. So we have a guest, we have funny bits, funny sketches, we have audio sketches that we're making, and we have awards. Raffles. We have raffles with awesome prizes like a George Washington Carver collectible doll.
Dr. Groot. That's what I call it. I call it Dr. Groot. It looks just like Groot. Groot, like the Groot style head, and then the Dr. lab coat. It's a Dr. Groot. But it is really George Washington Carver.
Yeah, why would you not want, wake up next to George Washington Carver?
He'll have some peanut butter ready for you.
But so yeah, if you see the first episode, some of the sketches that we've done, we did a I'm gonna butcher it because I'm not up to speed on Marvel.
We did a Captain America Winter Soldier parody called Captain America Winter Wonderland, which was like a Hallmark movie meets a Marvel movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so we wrote it. Everyone except for me acted in it because, and we have another one in production right now. I don't know if you want to tease it a little bit.
No. Well, I mean, I think we teased it a little bit on the show. You go watch the first episode. You'll get the teaser there, but we are going to come back and do another one. I think every week we're going to try to do something like that, like something funny or silly or unique. I know I pitched some things to David that he kind of man, like I want to do like a Kevin Smith inspired Death Star trailer. So it sounds like Clerks on the Death Star, which I know if you're a Kevin Smith fan, you know that infamous scene in Clerks where they talk about the Death Star. So I think that would be a great one to do, where it's just like two stormtroopers talking about what they're doing on the Death Star, and like one of them even does the line from Clerks where he's like, "I'm not even supposed to be here today," like it just like all that kind of stuff would just be hilarious to do, and a nice homage to Kevin Smith. David is not a big Kevin Smith fan, so that's kind of one of the things where he's like, I don't really like it. But if you guys have ideas, that would be great too. We can do all kinds of stuff. I think we should do. I mean, honestly, I think we should do like a bunch of different parodies, like some Monsters Inc. parodies, like Pixar, Disney, Star Wars, MCU, all that kind of stuff. Do you have an idea for one that you pitch? Like, I know you haven't pitched one yet that I heard.
I want to do something with Wally. I'm not sure yet. Like monsters would be fun because they have Monsters University. So like, what about if they have like actual like monsters in the workforce? Like, how would that be? That'd be funny. Like, have some crappy job after they graduated the university.
They should have like Monsters Remedial School where it's like monsters who couldn't like scare.
Yeah, like what are they doing now? And give David the worst job, and he's acting it.
Minimum wage monsters, where it's like we went to Monsters University. I can't get a job. Would you like fries with that? Stuff like that. I think there's a lot, and with Disney's like what they have being so deep now, I think there is a lot that we can do with that. So we'll do sketches like that, which are like video parodies or film parodies. We do some funny commercials and stuff. I don't know what else we should do. I really think really think David does need a monologue. I know that like he did not want to do a monologue, but I think a monologue about Disney stuff, like even 3 or 4 jokes, a few to get it started, so it kind of warms up the crowd, is a good way to go. But we'll see how it evolves. And that's the other thing, is this show's gonna evolve over time, right? Because it's not gonna be the same thing from the first episode now. And we learned a lot the first episode.
Yeah, and we're also like, so each episode is aired live on Zoom. It's a free registration if you want to hop on and be in the next episode. But I mean, having it live, there is that live component now. So if we mess up, you see the mess up in real time. When it's released it's going to be, every episode is released a week later on podcast form and YouTube, but it will be edited. Yeah. So a lot of the fun moments will be, gone or erased. So there is a benefit to being live. And then we're doing like the last half hour or so is the after party. So any question that was brought up in the Zoom during the show, we address it with the guest who we have on. And then at least, so like everyone, because we're doing a webinar, so we don't hear or see the attendees, but we do see the chats, and we do see the questions, and so at the end of the show we will address it to, so it's actually somewhat interactive.
Yeah, well, and we also do polls. We did
right.
2 polls now, so we do polls during the episodes, and then we kind of see the results, and it's a really interesting concept because I don't think anyone's doing anything like this, and I think that we're really trying to add some extra elements to it. I think. And then if it goes well, and it looks like it is kind of getting going. We had a pretty good turnout. I think we'll probably, take it to a live setting at some point and be able to do some live stuff. And I think that would be super fun.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal. As soon as it's safe to be in comedy clubs and theaters, there's definitely a big live component we can do, like games even that we can incorporate with the crowd.
Yeah.
Like a live green screen with sketches. There's a ton, and the Disney World is huge. Marvel World is huge, and well,
now they have the Simpsons, they have the Star Wars. I mean, they have everything. So it's like there's a lot to play with, and hopefully at some point, just like I said, this will get picked up by Disney, and then we'll have a bigger budget to do things, and we could do crazier things. We could have like Sully come and be a guest on the show and come sit down and talk to us, or we could have Gaston, who's my hero, and is also a hero of the Disney World. I don't care what they say, and just stuff like that. I'd like to see I'd like to see a speed dating, like when we have money, to see a speed dating like sketch where it's like Gaston speed dating with all the different princesses in Disney, and just how terrible it goes for them, because he's kind of misogynistic, and he's kind of like not doesn't think that women are like equal. So I would love to see it, and also for it to be like a 2020 version where like Gaston's still trying to learn the rules of 2020 while dating like very feminist, like going on dates with very feminist and like empowered princesses, I think it would be really awesome. That would be fun. Just stuff like that.
I think that should be the next sketch, that the audio sketch.
It'd be so good, dude. It'd just be so good to like do all of those, and just hear it, So, but we have audio sketch with him. I think we need to do some Star Wars ones. I think we really have to hit like every single genre and just kind of circle through them, like I would love a Jungle Book one. I would love like a Lion King themed one, like stuff like that. I think there's a lot for us to play with. Like I said, we talked about underrated Disney shows, movies, and one of mine was Robin Hood, and I love Robin Hood and Oodalolly. I just think like there's so many different things we could do. So if you're a Disney fan, this is definitely for you. We do talk Disney stuff. We do nerd out. We do argue about Disney stuff. We take polls on Disney stuff. It's really a lot of fun, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole idea is to have an interactive show centered around Disney, and I think the next show I'm going to be floating around more in the comments so that someone's at least like interactive, because that's what I usually did on the TikTok live streams that we would do. I would be like always in the chat box with making my jokes or whatever, responding to everybody. So I think I'm going to take more an active role in that next time. But yeah, it's fun. It's like a hangout. It's like well, and nerding out. Like sometimes I space out because it's like going too deep into something. So I just like I tune out a little bit. But
well, and also if you like to hear somebody argue with somebody, then just tune in, because I'm going to argue with somebody there. Like whether it's David or Mando, or the only person I don't argue with is you, Luke. Like you and I never argue. It's because you're too nice.
Yeah, I mean I'm not that controversial. My vote is easily swayed.
As I saw, you sided with the dark side. It's okay though. So when's the next one, and where can people go so they can sign up and stuff?
That's a good question. It's what day is today? The 18th.
Yeah.
So they come out every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, and we did one.
So
we did one on the 16th. So 30th?
Yes. The 30th is the next one.
Yeah, January 30th. So this will come out the week, like the Tuesday before it goes. So yeah, January 30th. Check it out. Sign up at the Unofficial Disney Tonight Show.com?
I believe it's DisneyTonightShow.com.
DisneyTonightShow.com? Let's see. I'm going to go look it up. Hold on, people. Hold on.
This is live TV right now.
DisneyTonightShow.com/upcoming shows to register. So, and we'll put that in the links as well so that everybody can get to it. Because I think I think you'll really like the show. If you like us, you'll love it. Mm-hmm. If you hate us, you'll love everyone else but us, which is okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, and then honestly, having Hello There Mando and Jake be there is such a refreshing thing, because they're both very funny. They're both interactive. They're both have strong opinions as well. So it's really good, and you're getting a different viewpoint and stuff. And also, I think David mentioned this, there's a couple of decades between all of us, right? And I think I'm the oldest, and then David, and then you, and then Mando and Jake are like the youngest. And so it's funny because some things that we say go over their head. They don't get it, or they don't get the joke, or they don't get the reference. And then some things they say we laugh at because we know it, but it's just like, oh, that's silly because you guys don't know where that really came from or whatever. And so it's a lot of fun. So if you like generational stuff, that's the thing, is we like older, younger. I mean, we had kids that watch the show. We had adults that watch the show, older people, younger people. So there's something for everybody. And especially if you're a Disney fan, or any of the new Disney franchises, again, Star Wars, Pixar, Simpsons, MCU, all that stuff, then you're going to love this. So check it out. Again, the Unofficial Disney Tonight Show at DisneyTonightShow.com. We'll put a link below. Where can people find you at, Luke?
LukeLacoy on the internet. And you know what's funny? I told a joke and someone wrote in the comment, "Oh, that's like a joke my dad would tell." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Where was that at? Well, that was on
That was
like
in
YouTube or something.
In the Zoom.
Like someone did that, wrote that in the Zoom.
Yeah.
While we're doing it. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
So I'm lumped in with the older crew. So
there you go, dad jokes. And then you can find me at JamesDCreviston.com or ComedyPreneur.com. Also, don't forget to check out, like I said, Disney Tonight Show, and also don't forget to check out WTF Happened in America this week. It's not clean. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not clean. Australians do not speak like Americans. Okay, they say a lot of dirty stuff. Some words that we find offensive, they do not find offensive. But if you like that, if you like news, if you like comedy, if you like Australian accents, and you like funny Australian guys who like to make fun of Americans, then you'll love the show. So check that out as well. And please like, subscribe, follow, and leave us a review. Leave us a review and contact us. Let us know what you want us to talk about so we can talk about more cool stuff and have more cool guests. We keep getting guests recommended to us, so we're working them in. So expect to get some more guests coming on soon. And have a great week. Thank you. Bye.
Yep.